Hello everyone, today we will make this audio-reactive gradient blob effect in touchdesigner. The first part, I will show you different variations I created with this technique. The second part, I will walk you through the techniques I used to create the visuals, and the third part will be about audio reactivity. Let's get started. First, add a constant to set the resolution. Add two channels, resolution X and resolution Y. Set both to 90/20. To create the gradient blob effect, we will compose three circles together. First, add a noise top. Set the resolution from the value we stored in the constant chop. Apply a different period. Pixel format change to 32-bit flow RGBA. Copy the noise, apply a different seed and period. Add a displace. Use the second noise to displace the first noise to create the fluid texture. This is the setting I use. Feel free to use different or the same values. And then we add a circle connected to a blur. Change the pre-shrink to 2, filter size to 11, connected to a composite operation multiply. Then we add a lookup. This is to change the color of the texture, and we can use a ramp or a noise top to change the color. In here, I'm using a noise. I'm using two noise to displace to get a more rich color. And then add another circle connected to a composite to the previous input. And this is our first circle. Then copy and paste two more times and adjust the parameters for the noise so we have different patterns. And then add composite. Compose three circles together. Now our circle is static. To animate it, we add an expression apps time seconds multiplied by 0.1. You can change the speed here by multiplying by 0.1, 0.001 based on what kind of aesthetic you are aiming for. Here I'm using 0.1. Another thing I did is I add a luma blur to the second circle. And now the base is ready. We will feed it into the feedback loop to create the blurry and trailing effect. Add a feedback, connect it to a transform, connect it to a blur, add a level, and then connect it to composite. Drag the composite to feedback. In the transform, we change the scale to 1.1. The blur pre-shrink set to 6, filter size 30, level brightness 0.95. Finally, add a level, connect it to a null, and compose the noise background texture with our circle together. You can try out different operation methods to get dynamic results. Here I'm using overlay and light color. Finally, connect it to a layout. Turn on the scale resolution. For the audio reactivity part, when I'm lazy, the easiest way is always to extract the high frequency, can also be the overall frequency, the total energy of the song. I use it to drive the frequency of the LFO and then connect it to a mask to remap the range I want to use, and then use it to drive different visual aspects. For this one, I'm using to drive the UV weight of the displays, so that the background texture and the color will changing in real time based on the overall energy of the song. That's everything, thanks for watching! If you want the exact project files, remix ready templates, and commercial use assets, they're all on my Patreon. Download and project notes included, so you can remix faster and focus on what you do best, and support me to create more visual assets for you. See you next time!